So this is just a quick video going over the various different cranial nerves that pass through the various foramen in the skull, cranium. So firstly, we're looking here at the cribriform plate. Now this will carry the olfactory nerve, cranial nerve 1. Next, we're looking here at the optic canal, which carries cranial nerve 2. Thirdly, we have the superior orbital fissure. Now consider where this is going. If it's going to the orbit of the eye, it's going to be carrying cranial nerves associated with the eye. That includes cranial nerve 3, 4, 6, and 5A. Next, we have this round little foramen known as the foramen rotundum, rotund as in round. That carries cranial nerve 5B. Next, we have this little oval-shaped foramen known as foramen ovale, carrying cranial nerve 5C, as well as the lesser petrosal nerve and the accessory meningeal artery. Next, we have foramen spinosum. This carries a branch of cranial nerve 5C called the meningeal nerve, as well as the middle meningeal artery. We move on over here to foramen lacerum. To me, it looks like there's a laceration in this wall, and maybe that's why it's called foramen lacerum. I don't really know why, but maybe that's why. Anyway, it helps to remember the name. And can you guess what cranial nerve it carries? The foramen lacerum does not actually carry any cranial nerves. It actually is the space where the internal carotid artery passes over it. Here we have the internal acoustic meatus. Think back to what cranial nerves might innervate the ear, or at least the internal ear and the middle ear. That's right, it includes cranial nerves 7 and 8. 8 being the vestibulocochlear nerve, and 7 being the nerve that innervates the stapedius muscle, pulling on the stapes. Here we have the jugular foramen. With the jugular foramen, you're going to have, of course, the internal jugular vein passing, but also cranial nerves 9, 10, and 11. And finally, we have the hypoglossal canal in the posterior cranial fossa. This will carry cranial nerve 12, the hypoglossal nerve. And those are the cranial nerves and where they exit from in the skull.